Hi guys!
And welcome to our first ever
Special episode. That's right, when we get a question or submission that is long or good, we might turn it into an entire special video, and that's what we have today.
And by good, we mean good!
Yeah, so sending good stuff, guys, not like the other stuff you've been sending.
It was very inappropriate.
But
we cannot even mention it here.
But this one comes from Eliana, and she says, "This is a challenge for both siblings. Find your oldest or cringiest written work and read it aloud."
And what I have chosen...
And also my nose itches.
Yeah, she did say that in her message.
Yeah.
She's like TMI. Anyway, what I have chosen to bring to the table today are these. And while they may look like normal notebooks,
you cannot understand the horror contained inside.
This one has a squishy sticker on the back, and I think the world should know how amazing it is to be able to, like, squish a sticker on the back of your notebook. Anyway.
Demonstration, people.
Demonstration. If you're listening to this, well, sucks to be you. It was a really good demonstration. Anyway, these are my diaries from age 14 and 15, or what? I think 13.
7 and 8.
7 and 8. I don't know if I was even literate back then, but we're going to delve into this wonderful blast from the past that I wish very heartily I had burnt long ago. And now we will start. Okay. Dear Diary, today was super busy with the side of Dylan. With the side of super busy. I did my Mozart homework. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I created a bunch of family for my character so I could kill off most of them. Susan's mother and father die in World War I.
Spoilers!
Yes, my character, Susan's parents die. Her uncle dies of scarlet fever later on. This is also how I did my first novel. I was like, how do I make it good? Kill the characters. All of them. Anyway.
That's what I did with my autobiography.
You do that a lot. You really shouldn't say that. Okay. There was this guy at the time that I had a total crush on. So I was like...
His name was Lucas.
His name was not
Guys,
Lucas.
this is hashtag Lucas lore. There's Lucas lore in this video. Hashtag Lucas love. Hashtag Lucas...
That is not until we get to year 14.
Okay,
Dylan.
fine.
This one is we'll call him Andy. And I swapped jokes with Andy. I mean, it's not the same as having an actual conversation, but at least semi-social with me. And I thought I was really big for putting stuff about a boy in a diary.
It's at least semi-social.
It was semi-social. I also have a memory of one day I felt his hand. He was like, we were talking about how people have, like, cold blood. Like, some people, just run cold. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I'm cold. Look. And then he puts his wrist on my hand.
I'm cold. Let me prove it, Noelle. Like, see how cold that is?
It was a really weird moment, but he's just like... Yeah, and then he backs away and he realizes that was weird. And I'm like, that was
Touch
weird.
Touch my hand.
Needless to say, I never washed my arm again. This is like 12 years of arm.
Wait, so you're 22 now? Or what is it, 27?
Don't expose my age, Dylan. I am looking young and fabulous today, Dylan. All right, the next note we have is... this is, again, another from our theater group. And it goes, so, not to be paranoid or anything, but I'm 90% sure this guy at theater likes me. His name is Cheddar, and he has dark brown hair, glasses, and, I shouldn't have said this, is kind of husky.
For those of you who don't know what husky means, I don't either, so it's okay.
That! I should not have repeated that! He's one of the kids I knew from another group. So ever since a couple of months ago, he's been laughing at all of my jokes, even the bad ones. Like Dylan here is demonstrating. And we both talked a little in the before-mentioned weeks. So while I was sitting and reading, he totally sat right next to me. Yes. Then later on, I was talking with a group of girls, and he comes up and joins the circle right next to me. That's big in homeschooler. Like, that's like... It's this close to proposing marriage.
Yeah.
Standing right next to her. You should know. You should know. And then, also this other awkward thing happened. While I was reading, this guy, Alvin, comes up and we talk about books. But the awkward thing was that he was so dang close to me. And I still vividly remember that. He was like 2 inches from my face. And his mother, who is one of the teachers that I don't like, was watching us with evil eyes the entire time we talked about Percy Jackson. And I think that's it.
And that's how she got married, guys. That's how she met her mother. Or something like that.
Do I have to explain how marriage and motherhood work to you, Dylan? Again?
Yes, please. We have an extra hour here.
You see, so
No, forget it. I don't care.
I probably have it somewhere in one of my journals.
No.
You don't want to...
Listen, so she said oldest or cringiest. And let me just say, I apparently have a tendency to go back and edit things in the moment, so I never leave cringe behind. I'm like a serial killer. I hide all the evidence, and I also never leave any cringe behind. And so I just went and found some old stuff. Like, for example, I just have weird old stuff in my notes and Google Docs and pages. I still couldn't find any cringe, so I had to this amazing fact.
Don't worry, we're going to come back to my diary dramas that you obviously are incredibly invested in.
This is
just so you know.
I have wisdom.
He shows up.
Oh!
I mean, Cheddar shows up in the other book as well.
Hey, Noelle, while we're bleeping, you want to just get the out of your system? Want to say a couple times?
I'm sorry.
So listen, here's one thought I had back in the day, 2017.
Okay.
Group chats are playlists made of people. I was so wise back then. I still am.
Playlists that get stuck in your head that you can't get out of, especially when there's a dang Samsung inside of them. Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah, those are the worst. But anyway, continue, Noelle, while I find a missing entry that apparently disappeared from my list here.
Sounds good. All right, this one, I am being deep. Dear diary, how often I find my mind wandering. In fact, my mind wanders so much. I'm afraid of my mind wanders. My wide suspenders. My mind wanders so much. I'm afraid I might lose it. And that is like the only interesting thing in this entire thing. I got dinner. I made cards. I'm gonna make Christmas paintings for people. And I'm now going to skip to the next one. Are you ready, Dylan, with your totally not cringe anything? Never written cringe in his life,
I couldn't
Dylan?
find it, but let me just tell you another great thing I just wrote in my notes app with no context. But this really applies to you. It applies to you every day. I want you to think of this when you wake up and when you go to bed.
Sermons with Dylan, guys.
Listen to this, guys. This is important. It's going to change your life. Stop being really creepy with your creep movements, okay? Just stop. Just stop.
That is deeply touching. I will stop being creepy with my creepy movements, Dylan.
Just stop.
You see how that works? I'm just gonna just touch the back of your neck for our podcast
with her
listeners.
cold hands, her running cold hands.
My cold hand that hasn't been washed for 3 years.
Just like your cold heart that hasn't been washed for 3 years.
No, I only wash it every 10 years. It's kind of dumb. Okay.
But come on, give us some Lucas lore, Noelle.
Lucas is in the next book, but ready? This I thought was so momentous that I had to write it down, and it goes. And I had theater again this day. That's basically my life. It was theater, co-op, and then the days in between. And also, while they were going over the notes for the cast, I sat on the end of a couch. Cheddar then sat on the chair next to me. Then Maxwell was leaning against the middle of the couch, and Alvin sat on the other side of the couch. Alvin, I know, he was such a flirt. I was completely boy-trapped. Og, cooties.
Ugh, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who any of these people are because she changed the names so that way she won't dox people like, you know?
Can you stop? I did send the original podcast to this group long ago.
Yeah, he's not gonna see it. We will never find out. Should I bleep or no? It's kind of funny if I leave it in.
I feel like Cheddar gives him a cooler name. I did just call him Fat.
Yeah, you called it Fat is what you said.
So we're calling him Cheddar. Okay. Dylan, why don't you go while I try not to look at this notebook, which is unfortunately full of Lucas lore.
Okay, so here's that thing I was looking for. I had to write an essay a while ago about what I do with $500, and I just had this beautiful opening I think everyone needs to hear.
Okay.
So, what I do with $500. First, I would like to explain how I must have acquired $500. I assume that last night I grew 480 teeth, and that the tooth fairy mistakenly took all of my teeth. That is my theory because today I woke up without teeth and with $500 under my pillow.
Where did you get 480 teeth?
I literally Googled it and I had like 20 teeth. Or maybe I physically counted, maybe? I don't know.
There aren't 20 teeth.
Yes, there are.
There are 32.
What if I have 20 teeth?
You might have had 20
Viewers,
teeth.
comment how many teeth you have in the comment box below.
It might be 28. I'm trying to remember because wisdom teeth. I'm a dental technician.
And you don't know how many teeth there are.
I didn't say I was an assistant, Dylan. I'm a technician.
Is that the type of secrets they only teach you once you become a master dentist?
You have to pull one of each and you like memorize as you pull them out. Like, that's a canine. Oh, that's a front tooth, just casually.
For anyone who's wondering, I would buy a 3D printer. 3D printer. 3D printer with $500.
Ooh, a 3D printer that like makes beer.
That was my answer back then.
That's
not
very
bad.
Dylan. Very Dylan. You still
I
would.
still don't own one, even 5 years later.
I did find, it's not marked, but I found somewhere in here, I wish I owned a typewriter more than once. And guess what?
She doesn't.
I own 4. So there are happy endings and dreams do come true.
Do you know?
One of them
Have
is
you checked
electric.
your room since a couple minutes ago? Have you checked your room while I've been filming this? I might have arranged something.
Have you ever lifted a Smith Corona in your life, bruh? It's
no.
going to take a lot more than what you think to get that thing off the ground.
I haven't even had Corona. I wouldn't know how to do that.
I have. Anyway, let's see. What did I have to say on this page? Well, my day didn't have the same Jane Austen drama. It was fun. That's what I wrote for that day. I wrote how to build the Suez Canal in 16 very hard steps.
Very useful for all you at home.
Here it goes. Somehow I got to texting Lucas again throughout the day, which was cool. But he is way too undercritical about art. Like, he likes my old page of eyeballs that are creepy and ugly, for goodness sakes. And that's how it began. That is the making of a legend. I don't think there's anything else.
Hashtag Noelle.
Today, I texted Lucas again. I'm not sure if he wants to text me and if he's just nice and doesn't want to be rude. I mean, it's pretty entertaining to hear about stupid schoolers from a homeschooler.
From Hogwarts, people.
From
She's trying to
an
hide her
honorary homeschooler. Lol. And he's also a really nice guy, even if he doesn't like tacos and doesn't read Lord of the Rings. Well, that is obviously a judgment on his character.
Yeah, kind of explains things.
Do you have something for us, Dylan?
Let me see. What do we got? That cheese smell is unpleasant.
Why did you write that down?
That was in my notes with no context, and I'll never know.
What cheese smell? Like Lindbergh, coastal, Irish,
I didn't write that.
goat.
You're a goat.
Thank you. I am the greatest of all time.
Darn it, that backfired.
And you have whiskers. Anyway, today was very Monday-esque. I had some coffee, but wait. Ooh, ready here. This is good. Today seems to be a day not worth writing about. I bet half of these entries in this book aren't worth too much documentation. It's right, I've reread all of them. But who knows about where this journal may end up being uncovered by archaeologists and uncoded to teach future generations of the ancient 22nd century. Or maybe I'll become a famous celebrity, or the president, and I'll be able to publish it, or give it to my ghostwriter. Then again, there's always the chance that this book will fall into the wrong hands
And be used for world domination.
and could be used against me. So, dear reader, if you own a pair of wrong hands, put the book down.
Ha ha. Get it? Ha
Ha ha ha. I put a lot of lols after that. Yep. That was
It's the
That
whole
was a
page of
good-
lols.
The whole page is just lols.
No, tell me, why does it smell like someone's smoking in here actively? I don't know. That's what I wrote 5 years ago. How about yourself?
Oh, I thought you had found out about my smoking habit. I was concerned.
Oh, yeah, I already knew about that.
Okay,
You
good.
got a problem. You really need to stop.
I do.
Get some help.
Listen to this voice. Oh, definitely
The
smoking.
voice of a smoker.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, I'm sorry to everyone who knows who this person is and this person, but I'm not going to send him this video, so he won't see it. Anyway, I will kill you, Dylan. Okay, ready? This is Monday the 20th on the 1st of 2020.
Oh,
Okay,
the
ready?
worst of 2020.
So I am deciding about Lucas. I don't know what to think. I mean, I can barely believe he likes me, because aside from texting me more often, he... Stop. He hasn't acted any different towards me. Does he mostly just like girls that pay... Stop him attention? And by that, I mean I was just friendly to him. How long has he liked me? Do I like him? Arg. So many
Arg.
questions I can't answer. Oh, and sorry I'm having to vent all of this to you. I'm not as shallow as I sound. I swear. I just haven't been able to talk with any about this. Oof. And then I go on to talk about how we rabbit-proofed the rabbit enclosure. And that's like it.
Because they've had rabbits. And then Noelle got sick of having rabbits, so she tricked my sibling into owning the rabbit, meaning now he has to do all the chores.
Now he has a rabbit.
And Noelle can still see the rabbit, and there's no cost to her.
It's kind of like a brilliant system. Like, I suggest anyone who owns a rabbit...
Or a younger
give
sibling.
it, or a younger sibling. Give the younger sibling to the rabbit, and then you don't have to take care of the younger
Not
sibling
your problem anymore.
Yeah, it's great. It's beautiful. I think this might work with exes, too.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Ooh, alright. I told you he would return, and here he is. So, quick summary. Cheddar is a nice, funny, nerdy guy who I am pretty sure has a big crush on me. This is like the first person that had a crush on me. Wow. What else could you call it? Over the course of last semester, he literally 1. Always stood next to me in circle activities. 2. Talked to me all the time. 3. Sat next to me most of the time. Laughed at all of my jokes. You can't ship me with all of the boys. I've mentioned a lot.
Please write your favorite ship in the comments. Even if it's you, write it in.
If it's you, your name better be
She's
Hawkeye.
single. You have a chance.
I'm gonna give you some cheddar to the face if you don't shut up.
Yes, please shove money in my face.
Oh, that is that. He is money. I had fun talking to him. I feel like I can talk better to dudes than to girly girls, though. Perks of having an older brother, I guess. I wonder who he is. Let's see. I talk about vegans in the next one.
Eating vegans, yes. Good meat.
I'm such a boomer, and it's past my bedtime.
Okay,
And
boomer.
then it goes on. Dylan, do you have something for us?
Do I even? Oh yeah, here's a little thing I wrote also for school, is as a 14-year-old I proudly wrote that the legal voting age should not be lowered to 14, which is something people were trying to do, because 14-year-olds are idiots, and I stand by that, and honestly 18-year-olds are idiots, and maybe that's not even a good age. Wait, is 18 or 21 that gets to vote?
It's 18. You can't drink, but you can
I'd like
vote.
to summarize by saying all the ages are idiots. We're all idiots, but also...
And we are screwed!
Yeah, we're all screwed.
Yeah.
Nobody votes. That's how we fix this.
Ooh.
Dictator for life.
I nominate myself. You're
But
welcome.
actually it'll be me, because I'll assassinate her first.
That's what he thinks. Anyway, now we're going to go on to... Let's see. We're going on to... I think I just trashed Dylan in this. Dylan is very annoying. He's my
True.
worst brother I've ever had.
True.
I wish I could stab him. He has a crush on Beyonce.
Oh, gross.
I know, you were so gross.
I've never even heard a Beyonce song unless accidentally. I don't even know.
Okay, ready? During all of these movies, I was texting Lucas, and it was pretty hilarious. His brother got his phone and texted, "I love you," and I'm like, ready? What? until Lucas explains it, and it was his little brother. Needless to say,
Sure.
I told his little brother I'm breaking up with him because he's obviously cheating on me for another girl. Lol. We also chatted about politics. I don't know if he's an independent or a communist.
Probably the latter.
Probably the latter. You never know. Then again, you don't want people to vote. So.
Yeah, I think no more voting.
Yes. Dylan, tell... Oh, this one is my favorite entry I've ever had. Okay. On the other hand, today I discovered my new favorite word to say with any accent.
She drew emojis in this. I just saw. Oh, I'm disgusted.
I drew a lot of stuff, but I drew a tiny little Altoids tin that has a bedroom inside of it.
And then she made that in real life. It was actually kind of cool.
It was really cool. I will show you someday. Anyway.
Write in and ask, guys.
Write in and ask about my miniatures.
Ask about Noel's tiny stuff.
They're very tiny.
And I'll show them all to you and break them all by accident. Accidentally. Hypothetically on accident.
Write in about how best to humiliate Dylan.
But do it from Noel's perspective.
Okay. On the other hand, today I discovered my new favorite word to say with any accent. Beefsteak! What an inspiring word. I think I shall tattoo it across my forehead. And when I get a chance. And then I talk about my arts project. But I do think...
Beefsteak. Can I interest you in a beefsteak?
I know, it's so menacing, isn't it?
Agent Beefsteak.
At your surface, I am beefsteak, the steakiest beef.
I can only do a half Russian accent, and only when I'm half trying, I can't actually summon the ability. That's the best I can do, people.
Beefsteak, you can say it with a southern accent. I don't know what I'm doing now. Alright, one last one, and then Dylan, and it is... I'm currently lying in bed and listening to my little sister rave about her true love from co-op. She's never even talked to this kid and only knows about him from his mom, who talks about him. Sigh, to be young and drama-free again. Rip, oldness isn't as cool as I thought, especially...
How old are you when you wrote this?
You don't want to know. I think I was 14. Especially when Lily ships me with any dude I even speak to.
Honestly, no, I'd make fun of you if you wrote that today. Because you're not old. You're not drama-free. Actually, you are drama-free, kind of.
Drama-free.
Kind of, but no.
Perks of being single. No drama? Okay, I'm not drama-free. Anyway.
Drama-free?
I am drama-free.
I wonder what interest you have to show us, because I've got one last thing to close us off. That good.
Is it that good?
It's pretty good. I like it.
Alright, I will quickly.
It's my screenplay.
You said you didn't have anything cringy, Dylan.
It's hilarious, and I stand by it to this day. But what do you have?
Alright, we will act it out for everyone.
Show us what you got. No.
The last things I have to say. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. I think it was something about communists. That's all I remember. I'm like, I should read this. It's about communists.
While you're finding it, I just want to tell you guys, I conclude my performance of Yes, I Am a Commie. Written and directed by Dylan Irely. Commie number 1, played by Dylan Irely, with special effects by Dylan Irely. I hope you enjoyed this. Now, that's not my screenplay, but I will say once for 3 days, I pretended to be a communist in a group chat, and somehow half of them believed me. They genuinely believed that I was a communist.
No, you're for dictatorship. That's dumb. Oh, here we go. Reginald is probably the most annoying Marxist ever, but as I'm not too economically versed, I let Benji argue with him. I may not like Benji, but at least he's not entirely stupid. Then I lost...
F in the chat for Reginald.
Poor Reginald. Then I lost terribly in poker. Yep.
That was the wrong communist. Where's it?
There's the wrong communist. I am looking, but I do not see her. Okay, basically, I'll give you the rundown. There's this girl who likes communism, and she annoyed the crap out of me because we're reading about what communism does.
It was Animal Farm.
Animal Farm, yeah, and what that looks like. And then she brings in her...
she started wearing every week in the middle of summer in Arizona. She started wearing her authentic communist,
hat thing?
The communist commie thing with the communist star of communism. Mm-hmm. And,
anyway, Dylan's not one to talk, but...
Didn't she also write an inspirational quote from Stalin?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, so that was
an interesting
That
person.
was a fun deal.
I may have gone up to her and been like, "Oh, are you quoting Hitler too?" Yeah, it was.
But let's not end on Hitler. What do you say? We're already demonetized, if we were even monetized, for saying that word. But
give us like more likes.
yeah, more subs, people.
So we can be
to,
demonetized.
If you give us more
and
subs,
demonized.
If you give us more subs, we can get monetized and then do brand deals and then annoy you with ads every episode. So it's a win-win. So do it.
You know what, guys? I'm going to start coming up with fake ads in the next episodes. If we do not get more than...
We're going to prepare you.
Yeah. You better be ready.
So, listen, here's the deal with my screenplay. When they announced the Minecraft movie, which has been stuck forever, when they announced it, I wrote my own fake trailer just for fun, and I think it's amazing.
All right, we're going to read through.
We're going to read through it. Noelle's going to play the part of Alex. I'm going to play the part of the narrator and Steve.
All right, are we ready?
Okay, you ready, Noelle? You see the script?
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Wow, it's cringy already.
We open with a Minecraft forest aerial view. Our world, black screen, is facing, dun-dun, the aerial view, forest view moving forward. Its biggest threat yet. View of army of nether monsters. View quickly moves to the right and shows a single chicken. Huge explosion blowing up behind the chicken. Armor up. At a clothing store. Meet the heroes. If we're going to defeat the killer chicken, we're going to need some cool swag.
Takes leather chestplate from armor stand and puts it on. Does this make me look fat? Black screen.
Ooh. Steve and Alex are standing on a tree surrounded by creepers. An action-packed adventure. If we're going to make it out of this tree, we're going to need distraction.
But what?
Here, creeper, creeper. Here, creeper, creeper.
You idiot! New plan. I need the perfect distraction.
What?
Alex punches Steve down into the creepers.
Not just action, but also. Hey, Alex.
Yeah?
I just wanted to ask you.
Yes?
Stepping closer to Alex. I was wondering if after this was all over, maybe you'd want to slay the Ender Dragon or something with me?
Maybe we could do that as friends.
Steps back. Friendship. Now, in the end scene, plains and forest. We have to get down there somehow. I know what I have to do. Starts mining one block hole.
No! Don't do it, Steve! Don't mine straight down!
Relax, it'll be fine. Breaks another block, starts falling. Ah! Camera goes black. Scene of chicken. Minecraft movie.
Details.
Now, guys, was that not great?
That was... I have never been part of such a momentous project.
Yes, that was incredible.
I'm proud of you.
Listen, guys, if you want to see that trailer actually made in Minecraft or animated in Minecraft, if you want to see that, write in and we will make it a special episode. But I love that so much.
He actually wrote that yesterday. He just really wants to make an episode.
Lies.
Just kidding.
I wrote that in 2017, for everyone who's wondering.
Dude.
I think all of my stuff was pulled from 2017 and 2018. And yours was from who knows when.
You don't even want to know. It was from yesterday, man. No,
but what do you think of this, Noelle? We have fun here? We have a fun special episode?
It was special. Do you guys think it was special?
Special.
Do you feel special? Let me tell you, you are special. You are so loved.
Very special.
You are a strong, confident listener who doesn't need... Actually, you don't need to
You
like
don't need no person of the opposite gender to subscribe and ring the bell and subscribe.
I don't know what you just said, but yes.
But yeah, send us in some more episodes, tinyreal.com/OOC submit. We have a new button called special submissions where you can get all of your fun stuff.
It's very special. Whenever you click on it, like the specialness just radiates from the screen to
literally,
you.
when you click the button, you instantly become 5 points more charismatic. It's amazing. And also your skin starts to glow red and your eyes bleed, but it's worth it.
It's totally worth it, right, Eliana?
Yeah. Thanks, Eliana, for sending this in, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Why are you doing that?
Because you're supposed to give it a couple times.
I'm going to keep that in and cut.
Okay. I hope this was on. Oh, good, it was on.